Okay.
All right. Okay, so you guys can see my screen, my other screen. So is everybody ready to build? Yep.
Yes.
All right. So again, it still doesn't matter if you don't have your robot that, looking exactly how mine looks. I'm just going to be building with what I have and kind of changing some things up, some things that I've seen. And yeah, so we'll build and kind of add some of the final touches. All right, so the first thing is, I don't think I built this with you guys, but I added this here, one of the angled beams over here to kind of hold it next to the motor to make it a little more stable. So I added this. So this is the only change from last week and this week. So this is the only thing I've added. If you guys want to add that real quick. All right. All right, so I thought I could start off by kind of building a little kind of cover for the front of the motor. So I added this is another thing, sorry. So I added this, I call it bumper, kind of at the front here with my last, one of the little rectangular bracket pieces. So this is another thing I added. And I think I showed you guys in some of the pictures, but those are the only two things I've changed since then and now. So I think the first thing I wanted to add is kind of a cover for the robot. So kind of at the front, just to make it kind of look a little cooler. I don't know. It kind of looks like it's attachment right now. It kind of looks like this is separate. So I kind of wanted it to make look more robust. So for that, I'm going to get one of my beams, and this is 11 long. So my 11 beam, and I'm gonna attach it here on the motor. So it's gonna be connected to the motor. So like that. So I'm gonna get just some pegs. For this one, I'm gonna be using one of the 3 long blue connector pegs. So like this, and then I'm just gonna put a regular black one over here. And you guys are probably running out of connector pegs, I can assume. So you might have to get creative, maybe use some of these, or if all comes to worse, you might have to use the frictionless ones.
Coach Aid?
Yeah.
I'm way behind.
Okay, we haven't done anything yet, so you're good. So all I did is I just added 2 pegs, 2 connector pegs. That's it.
Okay.
Yep.
Coach Aid, can I try like building the whole robot over again?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Where did you put the connector pegs?
Right here. So I have something, I have one of the angle beams right here. And so I just added a blue one here to hold both of these. And I added a regular black one at the end.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna connect my 11 long beam on here, like that. All right, and let me know when you guys have that. And you can go ahead and do it on the other side too, but I'm just gonna do it on this side first. All right, how you guys looking?
Not good.
Not good?
What's these up? Are cool. Yeah. These look great.
We're trying to figure out how to attach the red L.
Well, let me just see what's he got. Where's his picture?
Could you show a close up of what you did?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I just put it right here, and it's connected to the motor on 2 of the holes
in the middle. Black and red. Got it. Yep. It provides some strength.
Yeah.
We did notice that the engine was coming off sometimes, or the motor, not the engine.
The motor, yeah,
motors.
it kind of, yeah, this kind of makes it a little more steady.
So that's a good addition of how to do it. Oh, you do really nice designs.
Thank you. All right. So next, okay, so we've added this. Has everybody added this? The 11 beam over here. So I've added this, and next, I think I'm going to use one of the other angled beams. I'm not sure what angle this is, but it looks like this. So it's one of the white ones, like that. And I'm going to connect that onto the beam I just added. So I'm going to connect it on 3 points, I think. So like that. Or actually, let me see, because I wanted to add. Actually, it might be better to add this on first, because this is where we're going to be connecting it to. So we're going to add this on first. So it's one of these little red, I don't know what you would call it, but one of these little red, kind of like looks like a small V-shaped. And it has 3 holes. So I'm going to add that on the top here. So on the top of the bumper, I'm going to add that right there. And you might have to take out, if you have a black connector peg in here, you might have to take that out first. And then I'm going to swap mine with the blue one. And then this is going to go on top.
Coach Aid,
we
where
good?
did you say to put the 11 beam?
Yeah. Okay, so I put mine right here. So it's attached to the motor as well on the top. So exactly where you just put the little red connector piece, I put mine right here on the other side. So it's right there. All right, do you guys have your beam on?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Something's off. So
Coach,
something is wrong here.
Coach Aid,
Yep.
did you use two 11 beams?
Not yet, but we are. So we're gonna do it on both sides. So we did it here already, so we're gonna do it on the other side. But right now, I just put it on this.
What's back here? What happened here, Sid?
All right, how's it looking?
We can't find the piece that fell off our mountain motor.
Coach.
Which piece is that?
Oh, it
The
just
red
had a,
L.
This
We
piece?
don't.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Sid, we'll look for it. I
Okay.
think maybe we borrowed it to put it somewhere else.
Yeah, I think I used like all of mine, all of the ones that I had here. So if you like miss or are missing one, you might not have enough. But that should be fine. If you have maybe the other 90-degree beam pieces, I think the other one is a little bit longer than this. It's the 3x5. You can use that, or if you maybe want to use like a 5 beam. Let me see if I can find one.
We found it.
Oh, you did? Okay, awesome.
Coach,
Yeah. Yep.
like, how should I, like, mount on my motors?
Okay, so I mounted mine like this, and it really all depends. A good piece to use to kind of have your motors mounted is this one, the one that I use for the front of the robot. So if you use this, you could attach your motors on both sides, so right here and then right here.
Okay.
But yeah, I just used beams to mount mine, and then I had to hold it in a bunch of different places.
Okay.
All right, so I hope you guys have this. So I just added this beam, the 11 beam, and this piece right here on top here. So next thing I'm gonna add is the little angled piece. So it's kind of like a V, but a little more open like that. And it looks like, I don't know, maybe 135 degrees, something like that. And I'm gonna attach it right here. So it's gonna be connecting both pieces that we just added. So it's gonna be connecting the beam, the 11 beam, and the red piece up here. So it looks like it's connected on 3 points. So that's what we'll do, or 2. No, it looks like 3. So we'll connect it here, and we'll also connect it up here. So I think I'm gonna use some more of my black connector pegs. I'll actually use 1 black connector peg and 1 of the blue connector pegs, the ones that are both axle and just regular connectors. So 1 like that and 1 like that. And those are gonna go in there, and then I'll connect it on here. Should you guys see that?
Coach Aid,
Yep.
I still can't mount my motors on. Like, how should I mount my motors on?
Let's see. Oh, are
Like,
you
I mean,
following mine exact?
I'm trying to.
Okay. To see the pictures in the Google Classroom might be a little more helpful.
I am, but I'm trying to see like what the bottom looks like a little bit, but I like, and mine's like mounted on a different way, so I really can't figure out how to.
Oh, okay. If you can see my screen, this might not be the exact same for you, but I mounted mine like this. So it's connected, the first piece that it's connected to. So what's holding it is this longer beam here. So I'm not sure how long this is. Maybe, I don't know, 13 or 15, something like that. And after that is 2 more beams. These are like 9 beams, 2 9 beams. And then after that is the motor. So
Okay.
yeah. So you can do it with what you have right now. So I just added 13 or 15 beam, 9 beam, and then another 9 beam, and then motor. Motor is connected here, and then motor is held in 2
Okay.
other places as well. Yep. All right, so where were we? Okay, so we were attaching this piece. So I'm connecting this piece onto my beam right here. So like that. And this is going to connect on to my red piece. And I'm trying to look now and see if maybe using the black piece may be better. I guess you could use either one. I'm going to use the white one. Maybe you can use the black. I don't know. So we'll then connect this on here, and for that we'll use the exact same piece that we used before, which is this piece. So the little blue axle and connector peg piece. So that goes in there, and then that will go into my angled beam. All right, like that. And again, this step is just for purely just the design. This is not going to help the robot do anything. I just think it looks a little cooler if we have something at the edges.
But Coach Aid, if I try to
Yep.
mount on my motors, it like gets in the way of the spinning thing.
Mine are like exactly to the side. So my entire mechanism is up here, and everything on my motors are both to the side. So this entire place is just flat.
Like, I mean, if I try to take my motor and like mount it anywhere, it's
Yeah.
just gonna get in the way. Like, I need to mount it in the back then.
Yeah, you can try that. Again, just feel free to like go with the flow. Do whatever feels best for you. Sid, how's it coming? Do you have what I have here?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my second one started.
Oh, awesome. Cool, you're ahead. That's great.
I
All right, so
we
yeah.
added 2 red pieces.
Okay, so you added these 2 red pieces, or?
Yeah, we added 2 red pieces.
Oh, awesome.
Those-
Yeah, I'm about to do that right now. So yeah, so just like Sid said, I'm gonna add the other red piece to the other side. If I can find it. All right, there we go. So that piece is also gonna go here. I'm gonna see this time if I want to use maybe a black angled piece instead of the white one that we use. So again, I'm gonna use the blue connector peg, the 3 long blue connector peg up here, and this is gonna go on here. And then we'll go ahead and add our 11 beam. Yep, we'll go ahead and add our 11 beam onto the front here. And I don't think is that the same size? Nope. So this is 13. Right, there we go. So we'll add our 11 beam on here, like we did before, with the first one will be the blue connector peg. So that'll go in there. And you might have to, if you already have the right angled piece mounted, you might have to take that out. That's gonna go in there. And then another black connector peg. And that's gonna go like that. And then we said we'll try with the black one this time. So I'll try with the black angled beam, and we'll see which one we kind of like better. So I'll mount that with one of my blue pieces. I'm going to be using the blue pieces because we're kind of running out. And maybe one black connector peg. And we'll see if that looks cooler than the other side. Oh. All right, there we go. Oh, wrong one. That should be like right here. Like right there. All right, there we go. Yep, so this is gonna go here. All right, so what do you guys think? So this side looks better or this side? So the black one here or the white one?
White.
You did white.
I did white.
Black looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I kind of like the black. I think I'm gonna use the black. We have a lot of white. I think we're gonna use the black. So yeah, I think I'm gonna switch this one out for the other black one. And again, we'll just use the blue connector piece at the top here. So right there. And we'll mount it at 2 points. So one will just be our beam, and I'll mount it here at the second one, going that way. So there. And then the second one will be at the edge here with our blue little axle piece. So this piece. So I'm gonna mount it like that. You might have to take out your beam to do this first. All right, so mine is gonna mount like that, and just the same way that the white one mounted. So just like that. All right, so if you guys want, you can add some more stuff to make it look cooler. I think I'm done for now. I think we should focus on some more of the robot's functionality, and then we can come back to some other stuff. All right, so our robot, we originally wanted it to pick up Legos, right? So we have our sweeper mechanism, but there's no real way of kind of collecting the Lego. So I thought we could add a little compartment on the bottom so that when the hands move and they pull in Legos, it'll actually be stored in somewhere and not just go under the robot, because right now it's just going under. So I thought we could add a little compartment. And for that, I think we're gonna use these pieces. So they look like wings. I think they're meant for like some sort of airplane Lego build or something like that.
They're meant for the, like the puppy ears, and then they're meant for like in the robotic arm, like on the side.
Yeah, you can use them for a bunch of different stuff. So yeah, to me they kind of remind me of like the wings of planes, kind of like that. But I think we're going to use this. Yep, exactly. So those. I think we're going to connect these two like that, and I think we're going to find a way to put it on the bottom. So it'll kind of be like a little compartment. It won't be able to pick up a whole lot of stuff because, I mean, this is Lego and it's not going to be that big. But it could pick up a couple of gears maybe and some stuff. It should be enough for us to play around with on Thursday. All right, so first I'm going to connect these two, and I'll just use some more black connector pegs. So I'm just going to connect it at 2 points. And you might even want to use, I think I'm going to start using the gray ones because I'm running out of connector pegs very fast. I don't have a lot left. I'm going to use the gray ones, and you can use the black ones if you have enough, but I'm running out. So these ones have no friction, so that means it'll kind of swivel a little bit more, but it's not really that much of a deal. So it kind of shakes a little more, but that's fine. All right, so adding this compartment, there is a little bit of a trade-off, and I'll show you guys what I mean. So I'm gonna turn on my brake. You guys don't have to, but I'm just gonna show you what the little compartment on the bottom does. So when we add this compartment, there's no real way to mount it like this. So we have to add a beam, and I'll get to that a little bit later, but we're gonna add a beam on the bottom and then add this on top. But when we do add this, it kind of lifts the robot a little bit off the ground. It's not noticeable, but just a little bit. So the back of it lifts the robot a little bit off the ground, and it doesn't have as much traction with the wheels. So it kind of floats a little bit, but the robot still runs well. You might not notice it even, but there is that trade-off. So if you guys don't want to add this, you don't have to. All right, so let's add the compartment under, and I'm going to use one of the beams. So let's see how wide this is.
I mean, we could call it a path maker if we can't add the compartment.
I mean, we can add it again. It lifts it just a little bit off the ground, and it doesn't really affect anything unless you're trying to like hit stuff and you want the robot to have a lot of force, because that's what it takes away of. Like if you like run it like right now and put your hand in front of it, it's gonna push your hand a lot more than when this is on. But we're not trying to break stuff or do anything like that, so it should run exactly how we want it to. All right, so on the bottom we want to attach this, and I think we're going to attach it to one of the holes with the rectangular beams. So I think maybe it depends. We can add it on, there's a bunch of different levels, and I think each of them are gonna have slightly different results. So let's just try. So I'm gonna just get some black connector pegs and add it on a random level. So I'm gonna start with the second level, this one. So just 2 on this level. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna add after I added my pegs is, of course, my beam. And another thing I don't like about this is that it's not perfectly symmetrical. So if you guys look and measure it against the beam, it's an even number. And so all beams are odd numbered. They have an odd number. So this is what, I think 3, 6, 9. This is 11. So this is an 11 beam. So this is 10 long. So that's the width. Sorry, the width. So it's gonna have to be skewed on one side. So either like this side or this side. And I guess we could split these apart and just put it on the edges. We can try that. So there's a bunch of things we can try, but I'm gonna try it just connected like this. All right, so the next thing is it has 2 connection points, one here and one here, and I'm gonna connect it with that. So I'm gonna use the gray beams, sorry, the gray connector pegs again, the ones that have no friction, like that, on both sides. And if we need to, we'll swap it out with the black ones. And I've turned on my EV3 just to do some testing. So if you guys want to do that. All right. So that's going to go again on the bottom here. So you have to move your hands and put that on. So again, it's going to be skewed on one side or the other. So right now mine is skewed to my right. So it's skewed like that. All right. Now we kind of have a little compartment on the bottom. And yeah, let's do some testing with our motor control. All right, so does everyone know how to get to motor control?
Yeah.
How do you keep the, if you're writing the program, obviously, if it goes too many rotations, then the wheels the arms get stuck. You know what I mean? Because they start hitting the wheels.
If it like goes out too much?
No, if they go inward, they hit stuff. And then when they come back out, they,
These arms?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
So I think when the program gets written, you know, it has to, well, there'll be a different thing, but you'd have to only have it do so many rotations to sweep in, and then it's going to have to reverse to sweep out.
yeah.
And then, so you have to control all that. But
And you're going to have to see that.
Yeah, and when we program that, yeah, we'll have to make it only go. But we also have to make sure that we have it start at the same point each time, because if we're programming it to go, I don't know, half a rotation in and half a rotation out, it doesn't do us any good if it's starting already almost like inside like that. So, because if it's starting like this, if it goes in, it's just gonna keep on going in and it could hit something.
yeah,
So we have to make sure we're starting at the same point each time. But yeah, that's definitely a programming issue that we would have to kind of resolve. All right, so I'm gonna just connect, get one of my cables and connect it to my medium motor.
Coach A, you're kind of breaking up.
One that drives.
Coach A, can you repeat that? You were breaking up.
Yeah, am I good now? Is it kind of
Yeah,
stable now? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna connect my motor in here so you can run some tests. So I'm just gonna use one of the cables and put it through the back of the robot and aim it at the medium motor. So like that. Now I'll use my hand to press it down. And then I'll connect that to one of my ports. I'm gonna connect it to A, but this is too short. So I'm gonna have to use a longer one. Let me unplug this. And if you have to, you might have to take off your caster wheel or sway it to the side like that. All right, here's a longer cable. Karthik, how's your robot going?
It's coming along pretty well, except I just need to put this caster wheel on.
Mhm.
And then I think I'm pretty much done.
Oh wow,
Except
that's
for
fast.
this-
Cool.
except for this sensor. And then I did put my motors in a different way because I mounted my other spinning mechanism thingy.
Yeah.
The sweeper mechanism. I put it like a different way, so I mounted my motors a different way, but it works.
Yep, that's fine. And that's the most important thing, that it works. So good. All right, so I'm gonna go to motor control. And if you guys don't know how to get there, it might be a little hard to see my screen, but it's on the third tab. So you go right 2 times and sorry, it's on the second tab. Second to last tab. So yeah, the third tab. And it's the second one down. So it says motor control like that. When you press it, you should see a screen like this that says A and D. And so A is going to be up and down to go both directions, and D is going to be left and right. And if you click on the enter button in the center, you can now use ports B and C. So that's how you just drive your motors. And if you click it again, it'll go to A and D. So if I press up, it's going to open up my, sorry, if I press down, it's going to open up my motor mechanism.
Coach A,
Yeah.
the compartment is hovering the robot off the ground and it can't really sweep in the piece.
Yeah, so yeah, mine is like that a little bit, and it depends on which level you put it to. So which level did you put yours to?
2?
The second one, like how mine is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like off the ground like a lot, like the robot can't move.
No, I think it looks just the same as yours, probably.
Yeah, mine can move still. Like I'll even.
No, it moves. He just was saying it wasn't sweeping it into it very well.
Oh really? Okay, so yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we want to.
I mean, it sweeps, but it kind of, yeah, but it might have just been the Lego he chose to sweep with. I mean, to try to sweep.
Yeah, and so we might have to like change maybe the arms of what we're using, or I don't know, whatever. We'll have to play around with that. So I'll
It's
just
cool,
try it
though.
with
Try it with a different Lego that you're sweeping. See with a smaller piece or something.
Maybe the smaller
And
wings.
go put it on the ground and see. Try it some
yeah,
more.
and so I'm running into this problem where my sweepers aren't touching the ground. So they're off the ground quite a bit. So it's not sweeping up anything unless it's like tall. So I might have to change that. So right now I only have one. I have the little, I kind of think they look like bird feet, but the little bird feet, the axle bushing here, and I only have one of these. So I might have to add 2
Um,
for that.
Coach Aid.
Yep.
Well, so something with my robot is that like the mechanism won't really spin
Mhm.
because it's like touching the table,
Mhm.
or either it's because there's something wrong with the mechanism. Like maybe it's like
Right.
hitting those axle thingies in.
Okay, try spinning it off the table, like just holding it.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna go ahead and switch out what the axles that I'm using.
Yeah, it works. It
Yeah.
works fine. But yeah, the question is whether you said you want to put the arms down more.
Yeah, so I think it might be a little bit better to use the ones with the tops on at the end.
I mean, it works off the table.
I don't know how far those go now. Yeah, so those go quite a bit. So we can use, I'm gonna use these. And there's exactly 2 of these in each kit. So I'm gonna use these instead of the axles that I have now. You guys don't have to, but I think it'll just be a little more easier. And I think we said we're gonna use 2 bushings, right? So it's closer to the ground. And I don't have any more. I have exactly 1 more, I think. Let me see. Okay, now I have a couple more. All right, so we'll try it with 2. And another thing we might have to do is make these arms, the sweeper arms, longer. Or maybe make one longer and one shorter, because they don't come in at the exact same times. If you guys see, it's one is kind of skewed that way.
That's what I was saying, was how they can get stuck on each other
Mhm.
sometimes if they go too far in. So I
Yeah,
was wondering
and
about that, if one should be shorter than the other. Or
yeah,
I just
I
thought,
think
well,
we
maybe
might
it's just
have
the
to.
rotation we have to do.
Yeah, we might have to make one of them shorter, because they're going to be spinning at the exact same rate, and that could happen sometimes. So yeah, we might have to just make like one longer or one shorter. And by the looks of it, I think we might have to make it one of them just shorter, because I think these arms are about the right size. All right, so 1 and 2. All right. So yeah, it's a lot closer to the ground now. It's not touching the ground, but it's just barely off the ground. So it shouldn't affect how the robot moves. All right. All right, so that one worked kind of well. It went into the compartment as well. Let me know how you guys' runs.
Mine thing still isn't spinning.
Uh-oh.
Like, I mean, on the table it's not. Like, if I lift it up, it is.
Are it's probably touching something when you put it on the table.
It's
So
touching.
try to see.
It's touching the table. It's not like flattened out all the way. That's like tilted a little bit upwards.
Make sure your wheels are like. Make sure the mechanism is off the ground, like it's not touching the ground.
I mean, only like the back part of it is.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe when you put it on the ground, maybe it doesn't have good connection with the
Like, I
ports
mean,
or something.
you see my screen?
Yeah.
Or my do you see how it's like sort of touches the ground but sort of not?
So yours is like tilted. Why is that?
I have no clue. Like, I mean, I put my motors in like that,
Oh, interesting.
but
All right. And your caster wheel's in front?
no, I didn't put the caster wheel on yet because it sort of interfered.
All right. So yeah, that's your problem. So you only have two wheels, and they're both at the back. So it's gonna your robot's basically gonna just like slump, kind of. So like how I have this beam here, you only have motors at the back. So if this is like your motor, this is how your robot is right now. So you have to have that caster wheel at the front or wherever to balance it out. So you have three wheels.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to connect this. All right, so yeah, I think I'm gonna change the length of one of my arms. Did anybody have any luck? I had luck on one test, but that was it. The other ones got stuck like that. All right, let's see what we have. And who knows, maybe it might be better to use a beam instead of the curved pieces. Maybe we should try one of the beams. So I'm gonna swap mine out for a beam. And this is gonna be hard because the beams aren't meant for axles. All right, let's see. We might have to use one of these pieces, but they're not. Has anyone done anything that they would like to share? Anything that worked? We might have to use one of these.
This seems to be working well.
Mm-hmm.
We just used like 1.5 bushings, used a yellow one because we didn't get enough gray with that axle. Otherwise, it felt like.
Okay, so did you change like the sizes of your beams or anything?
No, the sweeping arms actually seem to work really pretty well right now. I don't know if it's just because we have one's always going in and then the other one's always following it. So behind it. So
maybe mine were too close. I'll try that.
We just kind of, I just, when you put that, every time you put that axle in, you have a chance to change the angle of your arm. So it just seems to, maybe that, I don't know if it'll stay like that, but it seemed to work pretty well.
Okay. See,
Right,
mine
Sid?
opens and closes now, but like if I introduced an object. Okay, well, yeah, I guess that worked. Well, yeah. So I think that was the problem, is how far apart they were. All right, that worked well. Thank you. All right, where's everybody at? So Kim, how's your stuff coming along? Good? Awesome. Do you want to share your robot or?
Yeah.
No? Okay, that's fine. You can keep it a surprise. I do want to see it though, because it looks like you're working on some really good stuff. All right, so yeah, if you guys are having problems with it jamming, just change how far apart they are. So just take out the piece and turn it some more. So that seemed to work well. And the compartment under, it looks like it's holding well. You can only pick up like one piece though. And I don't know how well it's gonna drive, but it seems to be holding this stuff in pretty good. All right. So I wanted us to kind of add maybe 1 or 2 more sensors since it's just not, so it's just not the ultrasonic. Any ideas for any sensors?
The gyro sensor, because this thing doesn't drive straight that well.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So I think, yeah, we could definitely use the gyro. And, oh, wrong sensor. I thought we could also use the color sensor too. I thought we could maybe make the robot pick up certain colors, certain Legos.
Oh yeah,
so
like you want to sort out your yellow Legos. So you just lay your Legos out and you let it find all the yellow Legos.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought we could use that. And originally I kind of wanted to use the ultrasonic sensor to actually sense the Legos, but that would kind of be hard since we'd have to have it pointed down.
Maybe like we could, if we had like another motor, we could like make the ultrasonic sensor move face up and down. So like you could like have the program, like if the color sensor, or I mean, if like, let's say you time it and then like you press this button and then like it goes down and, you know.
Yeah.
If we had another motor.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I think I just put my caster wheel in the sweet spot. Okay, that works really well.
Hey, Coach Aid.
Oh, I've been on mute. Hey, what's up?
Where do you think we should put the gyro sensor and the color sensor?
Yeah, so I didn't know I was on mute, so that's what I was saying. I didn't realize I was on mute. So I don't know. We could put it on the EV3 brick like this, then it'd kind of be on top like that.
It could slip off though, maybe.
I don't think
If
it would
we,
slip off unless it like hit something. But I
I
don't
mean,
know.
you
I
put
kind of
it
think I
too
want mine
close to
lower.
the bricks. But it seems to be working.
Yeah, so let's try some stuff.
Let's try that
We don't
out.
have any more angled beams, so if we maybe connected it like that or something.
Shahid.
Yeah.
Or you could do it a different way too.
You have the white angle beams.
You could just put it down on the side where you mounted the motor.
Uh-huh. See, I kind of like this spot, like right here at the side, like you said. So I think what we could do is we could use, we don't have any angled pieces, 90-degree angled pieces, so we could use the shaped piece and maybe attach it like right here and then attach a beam on there and connect it, or beam on the inside. I think that would
That's what I
work.
was
What do you guys think?
thinking about.
Yeah, so that's a good idea. So let's try that. And so we're
How
gonna,
do you make the compartment?
all right, so it's just it's on the bottom, and it's just the two little paneled pieces. They look like plane wings, and they're connected. And to connect them onto the robot, you have to add a beam onto them, so on the front like that. And then you have to put it on. We put it on one of our. It's kind of connected to the mechanism, so it's connected to like that. And it's going to be skewed one way or another. So that's fine. And I actually see a way we can fix that. I don't know why I didn't see it before. We could just move it. Right. So yeah, all we have to do is just move it over one, and it should be fine. So we had it on the second one like that. Oh, no, never mind. There's no way to fix the skew. Or did I do it wrong? I don't remember.
There's like a problem with this for me because I'm pretty sure it's gonna the spinning arm thingies won't spin. Or never mind, they spin. Never mind.
Okay.
Coach Aid,
Yeah.
where did you say to put the gyro?
All right, so yeah, back to the gyro. So we're gonna
okay.
use a T-shaped piece, and I'll get 2 connector pegs.
The black or gray?
Whoa, oh,
Little black ones? You're frozen. Your other screen is frozen.
all right. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah. What?
All right, awesome.
What actually
So,
did
yeah.
you say to use?
So just a T-piece, shape piece. Oh, yep, I'm frozen again. All right.
You may have to leave the meeting to be back.
All right. So yeah. So just a T-shaped piece, and on both ends, I'm gonna add the connector pegs, and then I'll add it on here.
Would you mount it on a motor?
I'm not mounting it on the motor. I'm mounting it on the angled piece that connects to the brick and also connects to the motor, but not directly on the motor. So right there.
Yeah.
So right above this piece that we mounted on the motor. And then after that, I think I'm gonna get like a 5 beam. Or maybe if we have any more 7s.
I found a 7.
Yeah, so I have one more 7. So I think we're gonna connect the 7 on the inside like that. or let's see how we can mount this.
Hey, Coach Aid.
Yeah.
Just to know, I have 2 7s.
You do have 2 7s? Awesome, that's great.
You should have 2 7s on there.
Yeah, I think I might have 2. I didn't really check well. Okay, so wrong sensor.
What axle are we going to use for the 7 beam?
For the say say that again.
What
Mhm.
What kind of axle are you going to use for the 7 beam?
What kind of connector? I think I'm just gonna use the regular black ones. Do you have any more? How many do you have?
Yeah, I
I have 3 more.
have 6 more.
You have 6 more? Awesome.
I have like 25 more.
You
Coach
guys have so
Aid,
much.
Well, I
You
mean,
have
it's
multiple
because
kits?
I have a new modified.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have I think just the regular Lego education one. But that's
what
fine. We'll
I
make
have.
do with what we have. And I mean, this is the last day that we're going to be building this robot. So after this, we can break it all down and have our pieces back. All right.
No.
No? Well, I mean, we'll always have the picture. So if we need to build it back again, we can always do that.
I mean, I want to build like the puppy.
Did he remount this? He remounted this, didn't he? I think he did.
So yeah, I'm going to mount the gyro sensor now. And I think instead of using 2 connectors, black connector pegs, I'm going to use one of the blue ones and then one black one. Like that. So one of the blue ones is going to be in the middle. If you have multiple, great, use them. I don't have a lot of the black ones left, so I'm going to use these 2. And I'm going to connect mine on the inside like that. Like that. I want to see how that connects. So I'm kind of want mine to be like that. Or you could do it from the outside as well. You could have yours like that. And now looking at it, it might be better to do on the outside. Let's try it on the outside. So I'm going to switch where I put my connectors. Make sure your gyro is pointed forward. So the side with the arrows that's the forward. All right. And then I'll connect this to my 7 beam right here, like that. Then that'll connect to my T. So like this. And we might have to use, I think I'm going to use these because I don't have any more black connector pegs. I think I have like 1 or 2 more. So that might be fine. So yeah, I have exactly 2 more. I think I'm going to use them. All right. Yeah, so like this.
What kind of beam are you using for the gyro?
7. Or sorry, no.
9.
This is 9, yeah. My bad. And did we want to add one more sensor? What do you guys think?
Yes, we want to load it with sensors.
Load it with sensors? Okay, so
Let's use the color sensor.
The color sensor? Okay.
Yeah.
So with the color sensor, yeah, we thought we could maybe mount it on the front to see the different colors. Let's try that. I don't know. We kind of have to mount it in the middle too, but then I also don't want it to obstruct our ultrasonic sensor here. That's gonna help us avoid walls.
Maybe we could make it also line follow.
So yeah, I wanted us to kind of use line following, like to program line following, but the thing is that we don't, I don't think everyone has like black tape or something that they could use. So that's kind of tricky, or even like a mat.
Maybe you could line follow a wall.
How are you gonna line follow a wall?
Oh, well, maybe you could like follow a wall, like mount the color sensor to the side so it's facing the side.
But the wall is like one color, so it'll just be like, it's not gonna, it has nothing to use. It doesn't have another color to use to follow. With like the color sensor, it's pointed down, and the black taper, the black is like in certain patterns and lines, and everything else is not black on the board. So that way you can follow the line. But if it's just the wall, I mean, this can't really follow anything. It's just going in that direction. But I mean, if you have like black tape, you could definitely try it out, like electrical tape.
Flex tape?
Flex tape might be too thick, but I guess you could try it. Like electrical tape is like, I don't know, like 3/4 of an inch thick. So it's like really good for following lines. Let's see, so we wanted to mount this. Any suggestions? We kind of went into the middle because that's where all of our stuff is gonna be. I don't know.
Do you have like that tiny black axle sticking out of there?
Where?
In the front.
Yeah, where? Here?
Right, yeah, right there. Is there,
yeah, it sticks out a tiny bit.
Is there enough space to put an axle connector right there?
Yes, maybe one of the halves. Why?
Because then we can connect another axle into it, and then we could attach the color sensor right there.
That's an idea. What I was kind of thinking is maybe we could take out one of these or both of these and attach it on the inside, and maybe attach like a 5. Do we have any more 5s? No. I don't think I have any more 5s. I have a bunch of 7s. All right, so we might have to just use a 7. And I was thinking connect it kind of like this, like right here on the front, and then connect our color sensor. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, that could work.
Yeah, so let's maybe try that. So I'm gonna take this off first. And these are gonna go on the inside. Uh-oh. I think we're running overtime. It's already like 5:24. But yeah, I think I'm gonna attach those on the inside, and then attach my color sensor. And it might actually even be better to take these out completely and use the blue ones, since those are also 3 long. So connect the blue ones right there. maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think? Could do a whole bunch of stuff. Maybe like that, and then we can attach our color sensor.
Oh yeah, that would definitely work.
The only thing is that this isn't really exactly in the middle, but I guess we could use it. I don't know. It depends. We can try it.
Coach Saeed, I'm getting one problem over and over again.
What's that?
So for like the sweeping mechanism again, it keeps on breaking off, and like when it doesn't spin, it just automatically breaks.
Uh-oh, that's not good. There's probably something holding it from opening up or something like that.
I think I might know the problem. I'm not too sure.
All right, so I think I'm gonna mount mine like kind of like that. You guys could mount it differently, but I think we'll have these 3 sensors for Thursday. So you don't have, it doesn't have to look exactly like mine, but just make sure you have an ultrasonic sensor, a touch sensor, sorry, not a touch sensor, a gyro sensor, and a
Color sensor.
yeah, color sensor. And this will go back on the bottom. And I think that'll be it for today, guys.